Well, that countdown was really quick. That countdown was so quick. I wasn't ready. Hello, hello. This is Angie Goodes. Welcome to the Big and Serious podcast. Wow, my guest is early. You're early. Welcome to the building. Um, yes. Give me a second. Let me just see what's going on with TikTok because you know how it is. You know how it is. Let's see. I think I'm in the wrong actual uh, app. So let me try to fix that for a second. Oh, here we go. Yes. All right. Things are moving smoothly. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Hold on. Why won't you go over here? Yes. Oh, wow. The things is happening. Big things are going. Yeah. I like it. I like it. So, welcome to the Big and Serious podcast. My name is Angie Goodes, and I am your host. Welcome to the building. I am still in Jamaica. Big up the little Talawa Island. I have to say, for the for the past few times, every time I've come here, I've been a little bit broken when I've gotten off the plane to come here, and then I come, I stay. My mommy takes care of me. My family takes care of me. And then I'm just like miraculously healed. So I'm really starting to think that yeah, I gotta come here, get the healing, do all of that, and then disappear. So, I was watching the last podcast because, we have to improve upon what we've done. So there's a few takeaways that I got from that. But one of the things, and I want to just take a moment to apologize because how rude of me. I guess being able to go live on TikTok, which was like the last platform that I could get to because I actually got to it. Um, I was so TikTok ingrained that I didn't even talk about the other platforms that I'm streaming on. So let me take a moment to say big up to Twitch, the OG. That's where I started out at. Big up Twitch, big up the viewers on Twitch. Hi. Drop your hellos in the chat. Big up to YouTube, Wagwan. Drop your hellos in the chat. And of course, TikTok. I have to go somewhere specific to see you, but Wagwan, hello, hello, hello. So, this is the third episode of the Big and Serious podcast. Can you believe that? I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. Third episode down. Here we are. Um, Tonight's guest, as you can see on my screen, is Tuggras. So, Tuggras is a recording artist, and we will get more information from him at 7:30. 7:30, Tuggras. I hope you're cool to stay, but I'm just letting you know. You're early. You can chill, though. Um, but yeah, we have Tuggras coming in at 7:30, and we will learn more about him and his music and where can you stream his music, and any shows that he has coming up, anything like that. And then, of course, we're going to get into this week's topic. And let me just grab my notes. I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling this platform because I can do notes and be all professional. All right, so tonight's topic, undermining relationships. Undermining relationships. And that's like, sorry, my hair is just giving me a warm time today, but that's okay. It's okay. Let the locks do what they want to do. It's cool. It's all right. We're not going to get mad. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Today's topic is undermining relationships. And I'm talking any relationship. So whether it's a relationship at work with your colleagues or your boss, or if you're in like a leadership position, your relationship with your staff. It could be on a personal level, and under personal, that would be like, let's start at the basics, your family, the relationships within your family. Um, and then, of course, friends, right? And that could be close friends, acquaintances, arm's length friends, frenemies, because we do have them, don't we? We do have them. And then, of course, the one that most people think of when we talk about undermining relationships, which would be your loving relationships, your lover, right? So your lover, your your side piece if you have one, your spouse, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whatever. Um, Now, when we talk about undermining relationships, I mean where you have your relationship and whether it's you or somebody else tries to do things or say things or plant those little seeds of doubt in order to ruin the relationship. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about undermining relationships. So, somebody steps in and they start to feed you with stuff, and then you're like side-eyeing whoever it is, whether it's your relationship person, like your intimate relationship person, or your social friend. You're looking at them like, hmm, right? Or you're side-eyeing your boss, or you're looking at the company that you work for like, all right, all right. And it causes you then to move differently towards the person in that relationship, right? And it might happen subconsciously where you're like, you don't even realize you're moving different. Or it might be consciously where you actually realize that, yeah, you know what? I heard something about you. I'm not going to talk to you about it, but I'm going to treat you differently. Right. And then all of a sudden, ultimately down the road, the relationship is done. It's over. And that means that it has been undermined. Um, One of the things we don't think about or talk about is the fact that we can actually undermine our own relationship, right? Like we can literally be the catalyst or the cause of our own relationship falling apart. And again, any type of relationship, whether it's personal, professional, intimate, it could be any type of relationship. Big up Dayline. Welcome to the building, viewing from TikTok. Wagwan. Yeah, like it could be any relationship, and we are personally the one that's in the relationship, and we are the one that is now starting to plant those seeds within ourselves to ruin that relationship, right? um, why do we do it? I mean, there could be so many reasons. Like if I were to attack this from like a logical, we'll look at this logically, right? So let's say, for example, I'm in a relationship and I start having doubts about the relationship. And there's no reason for me to have these doubts, but I just start having these doubts. And now I start moving differently in that relationship. So now maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's an intimate relationship with a person, with my person, so to speak. And now I'm side eyeing him like, I think you're cheating. I don't have proof that you're cheating, but I think you're cheating. And so I'm going to move differently towards you. And then he's like, you don't trust me. And I'm like, oh, please, you're a player. And now all of a sudden, like we keep going down this path. And all of a sudden, we're both sitting there as single people. Right. Um, these things happen. Right. This is where we have to communicate with each other and have these conversations and discuss these things so that we can avoid these type of things from happening. Um, how do you avoid having your relationship undermined? What do you do? You have a friend, you have a bestie, or you have a coworker, you know, you have a family member. They come up to you, they tell you all kinds of stuff about somebody else in the family, or they tell you all kinds of stuff about somebody else, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna move differently towards this person because this person doesn't like me or whatever, but you don't take the time to talk to them about it. And it sounds wild, but you'd be surprised because we do it so often. We do it where somebody will come to us and they'll say something to us, and we don't go to the person that this thing is being said about. And it's usually because, aside from us like having these conversations with ourselves, it's usually because the person who brought the information to us is like, oh, don't tell so and so. I'm going to tell you something, but don't tell so and so that I said this, right? And it's like, well, what do you mean don't tell so and so? I should tell so and so. I'm not going to say you said it, but I should at least approach them and be like, hey, um, figure out some way to do it without throwing the person who told you about it under the bus, but have a conversation. I think that goes a long way. I think that really goes a long way towards helping to avoid the situation from getting out of hand, because you don't want to be walking around with, like if you've seen the movie Waiting to Exhale, Angela Bassett, her husband leaves her or whatever. He's got his new woman, and she decides to have that garage sale where she sells all his stuff, and then the stuff she didn't sell, she actually packs it into his car. His, like, I guess he had a collectible car. She packs it into the car and she's walking away and she lights a cigarette and she flicks the flame or the cigarette behind her, and she had already doused all the stuff with gas, and all of a sudden, whoosh, infernal. We don't want to be in that position where we're just walking from relationship to relationship and we got all these flames going on behind us, you know, um, because we're not having the conversations. So now we just walk around with this massive, like, annihilated, destroyed relationships behind us, and we're here like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but whatever, right? We got to do something about that. Like, let's make 2020, let's make 2025. Pick up yourself, faith. I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Um, let's make 2025 where we actually undermine the underminer. I like that. I gotta type that in the chat, yo. Let's undermine the underminer. I'm typing. Every so often I come up with something cool. Let's make 2025 the year where we undermine the underminer. Let's try to make it so that none of the relationships that we have, if they ended, it's not because somebody actually undermined or set out to ruin that relationship. Because if somebody sets out to ruin the relationship, regardless, whatever information we get, we're going to figure out how to go back to the person that the information was given about and clear it up. Have a conversation. Let's clean it up, right? Um, I think this is a good goal to have for 2025. We don't set resolutions, we do goals. I think this is a good long-term goal for 2025. We're gonna undermine them underminers, those underminers. We should side-eye them, right? But how do we do that? I could throw a bunch of ideas out here, but how do we actually undermine the underminer? Well, like I said before, we have a conversation. You know, we talk to the person that we got the information about, and we try to get to the bottom of it, right? Well, and I heard that you stole my ting. I heard that you stole my ting, and I just want to confirm. I'm just being silly, but you know what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, let's try to let's try to at least, especially if it's a relationship that is important to you, one that you want to protect or you would like to preserve or you would like to see yourself, you know, going into the long term with or having for the long haul. And again, it doesn't have to be a personal like it doesn't have to be like a loving relationship where you're intimate relationship. It doesn't have to be an intimate relationship, but let's try to preserve our relationships. Like, can you imagine you have a great job? You are doing your thing in your job. You are happily doing whatever it is in your job, and you're being recognized, and people are loving you, and you know, you're doing all these really cool things, and maybe you get like extra assignments, but it's not so bad because those assignments are really interesting to you. Um, and then all of a sudden, a coworker comes up to you and starts telling you stuff about your boss or about key people in your company or whatever, and now you're side-eyeing them. Subconsciously, they have planted that seed, and now it's starting to grow. It's starting to grow into a vine, or maybe it's starting to grow into like a flower, and then it goes from a flower to like a bush, and then it goes from a bush to a tree, and now all of a sudden you're trying to find a way to leave that job, that company, right? Because you're no longer happy, but you didn't really do your research. You just allowed somebody to plant a seed. People do that. They plant seeds. That's people will do it. They will do it, and maybe they don't even know they're doing it on purpose. Sometimes they do it on purpose. Sometimes they don't even know they're doing it. But they'll plant seeds, especially they see you like you rolling along and you're having a great time and you're doing great things, and they will try to plant a seed, and they will try to give you doubt, and they will try to make you trip, so to speak, so that you're stuck at ground zero, and they're probably secretly laughing at you, or they don't even realize what they've done, but then they're like, wow, I just don't understand why how that happened. Like, you guys were so you were so happy there. What happened? Why did you leave that job? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you don't know me, big up TikTok. Can you tap up my screen a little bit? Give me some likes, please. I would appreciate it. And definitely share the live. Actually, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Go ahead and share that live. Let's spread the joy. I will say, big up Potato Jones. I like your name, Potato Jones. Big up to you. So this is one of those podcasts where we talk together, like we talk to each other. So please don't feel like I'm gonna sit here and talk to you straight for 2 hours and not have any type of interaction with you. Please jump in the chat. Let's comment. Let's talk about it. Like, do you have any thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on being undermined? Have you been undermined? And if you have, did you realize you were being undermined before it happened, or did you, lose the thing and then the relationship's gone, and then it's in after the fact you realize that, dang, I said, I said. What are your thoughts on this? Definitely comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. But we definitely will be undermining the underminer in 2025. I think I should make that a T-shirt. Undermine the underminer. Yeah, and that could be in any area of your life, really and truly. Especially because, so when the people them, as in Jamaica, we like to say them bad mind, right? And we're not giving them any energy. By no means are we giving the bad minders energy, but we should undermine the bad minders. You want bad mind me, but you can't stop my show. You can't stop me from doing me I do. You just go and cut and go through, you see. So yeah, I've thought a lot about this because the whole being undermined or undermining relationships and stuff like that, it's happened quite a lot. Like, if I actually sit back and look at the landscape of my life, yeah, I've had some key relationships um, that were destroyed because of underminers, right? Um, Not good. Man, and people, they have no chill. When they're trying to undermine your stuff, whether they're trying to like set out to really purposely destroy you on whatever level, or they're just jealous of you and they want to maybe cut you down to size, maybe make you a little bit more palatable for them. They will do extreme things. Like, I had somebody actually try to undermine my relationship with my mom. Like, how you gonna try to undermine the relationship with the person that brought me to this planet? Are you crazy? Are you dummy? But yeah, people are bright. They will do that. You know, um, People will try to undermine relationships between mothers and daughters, fathers and sons, or just within the family unit, or maybe they're on the outside and they see the family, they see the uh, what is that word? Your nuclear family. So, like, the mom, the dad, the siblings, like the children. They see that, and maybe it's a close knit family. Maybe they're super tight, and then they start to just sow the seeds. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm going to destroy that. I don't like that. Why did they have that? How come I don't have it? I got to wreck it. and they come in with their wrecking ball, and they do their thing. So tonight's guest is Tuggras. He'll be on in 6 minutes. Um, we will be talking to him about his career, like I said before, his career and any projects he has coming up, and we will definitely have a great conversation. And then we'll pick Tugras's brain about being undermined and undermining and all of that as well. And then we'll close out the show. Maybe you'll have some comments and stuff like that, and we'll discuss it, and then we'll keep moving forward. As for me, and good as you can find me here on Thursdays from 8. Sorry, my brain. You can find me here on Thursdays from 7 to 9. Um, and every other Monday morning at 2 a.m., you can find me at CKUT 90.3 FM out of Montreal. I do information for the nation on the Roots Rock Reggae Show. I want to take a moment to big up Singing P, Selector Madman, and Calendar Man, and Brother Cliff as well. I would like to take a moment to big them up. And Information for the Nation is where essentially we just bring information that people probably don't know about or they haven't thought about, and we just kind of bring it to the forefront. So the last conversation we had, which was 2 weeks ago, was about setting goals and the 8 different types of goals that there are. This week, because I'll be there, or next week, I should say, on Monday morning at 2 o'clock, I'll be there. We will be talking about fibroids. Ladies, let's discuss this. We'll be talking about fibroids and different foods that you can eat to hopefully help you to shrink those fibroids, or at least make them more bearable. The different symptoms of fibroids and different things like that. So you don't want to miss that. You can also catch, if you go to ckut.com, you can go to their archives and you can see the different, you can listen to the different past shows. What else? On Fridays is New Music Friday. There will not be a New Music Friday this week. Just letting you know. Well, there will be, but it won't be on Friday. There'll be a New Music Friday on Saturday or something like that. But New Music Friday. So if you and I'll be honest with you, I am Canadian. So I tend to lean towards Canadian artists. So if you know of any new music, or you are an artist and you have new music and you would like me to highlight it or check it out, please send me an email. Goodas@angiegoodas.com or Angela@angiegoodas.com. You can definitely send me an email. I'll check it out. Or don't jump into my DMs on TikTok, because those DMs are kind of, I'm not gonna lie, TikTok, your DMs kind of scare me. So you could go to IG, send me a message over there, a DM over there, or send me an email. Goodas@angiegoodas.com or Angela@angiegoodas.com, and I'll check it out. What else? Oh, my earrings. These are the same earrings that I had worn on my first show. They are by Goddess by Design, Goddess Shy. They are. You can find her on Instagram, so go over there and you can get your different charms and different things like that, and enjoy that. What else? Oh, Respect Due. I also do a thing called Respect Due. Respect Due is where we talk about music from the past and we give them their respect. Lately, it's been a lot of Sly and Robbie stuff. Maybe I'm feeling like I'm missing Robbie Shakespeare or something, but it's been a lot of Sly and Robbie stuff. But I will take a moment to say that they have actually produced a heck of a lot of things, a heck of a lot of music that we might not have even thought of that they produced. They actually did. So if you check out my YouTube, or if you go through my TikTok or my Instagram, you'll see it there. So you can follow me. and you can check out the different videos that I've done. Actually, those videos, honestly, it's like a love language of mine because I'm a music head. It was actually interesting for me to decide to do a podcast that really is not musically centered in that way because I love music. Everything, music is everything for me. So, the fact that I would do a podcast that is not musically centered is really interesting. But as Big and Serious evolves and grows and does its thing, we'll keep going. So yeah, there should be a respect due this week or next week, I should say. There should be a respect due next week. Oh, it's 7:30 now. I don't know what happened to Tuggras. He was here and then he left. So let me just check my IGDMs to see if everything is good. Uh, all right, just let me know that you can come back. Baby, come back. Multitasking, the multitasker. Just letting him know he can join because I don't see him in the green room anymore. But Tuggras is definitely here. He's got the link, and I saw that he was here, so we're good. Join when you're ready. Um, so I'm gonna take a moment to really, actually, honestly, big up Jamaica, because, like I said, every time I come here, I get healed. There's always some type of healing aspect coming here. I think the one time that yeah, because I can't even say that I was actually broken when my father passed away. Big up Tigan, love you. In terms of coming to Jamaica when he passed away. But the one time that I can actually say I left Jamaica broken was when my grandfather passed away. So big up Mr. Long On. Yeah. But that's the only time that I've come to Jamaica and been broken. So I would say, I'm not going to say everybody come to Jamaica to get healing. But I will say, find that place find that place where the energy is just beautiful for you, and don't undermine your relationship with your mental health and your physical health. you know Make the time to go to that place, wherever that place is. Make the time to go to that place. Like, I really do think genuinely I need to come to Jamaica annually so that I can get that healing piece of it, right? um Find your place. Like, where do you get your healing from? Where does it come from? We got to pour into our cups. So where do you go to get your cup poured into? Right? What does that look like for you? Have you ever actually sat down and thought about that? Like, where do you go to get that healing? Where do you go to experience that peace and that joy and that replenishing of your mind, your body, your soul? For me, it's Jamaica. Where is it for you? Is it like where you go into books and you read those? Like, what does that look like for you? Definitely, take the time to figure it out and go there. I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna just take a quick break while we wait for our guest. It's not alcohol, okay? Don't block me. It's not alcohol. It's just a regular Ting. Oh, I had let's see if I can actually do this barcode scan. I don't think I can because my camera's being used. But I'll just do a post about it. It's okay. We'll leave that alone. I'll just do a post about it. It's okay. Yes. So undermining relationships. Like, have you had your relationship undermined? Have you ever had that happen to you? And if you have, what have you done about it? Like, how have you actually resolved it, right? And was it like somebody close to you that undermined your relationship? Like, was it your best friend, and your best friend come in and tell you all baga sinting, and all of a sudden, you cuss off your man, or you cuss off your oman, and you're single, not knowing that maybe your bestie or whoever wanted your person? Because these things happen. Trust me, they happen. And you would never, like, you would be so surprised at how often it happens. Has this happened to you? What do you do about it? Like, how do you handle it? Right? How do you handle it? And do you once you find out or whatever, do you actually go back to the person that did the undermining, and cuss them, tell them about themselves, or do you let it go? You know, how do you deal with it? How do you manage it? Um, Definitely like the podcast. Um, Share the live. Let's get this thing on and popping. I know it's a Thursday. It's the day before the best day ever, because Friday is always the best day, right? Even if you're working on a Saturday, Friday is just, well, for me, Friday is my favorite day of the week. It doesn't matter. So, like the live, tell the people about the podcast. We are here every Thursday from 7 to 9, having conversations. So like I said, we definitely interact with the chat. So feel free to say something. Let me know, Wagwan. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments in. I won't know what you're thinking if you don't tell me, right? I won't know what you're thinking if you don't tell me. Um, so let me think of a story time. Let me think of a story. Oh, I have a story time. I was working for this company one time, and I was like the second in command at this place. And somebody told me that, can I actually say it was undermining though? I don't know if that really was a situation of undermining, but somebody came up to me and told me that the top person had said that they would never help me to move ahead or to move up because they felt like I was not ready. And so every time I would even go to them and say, hey, uh, what can I do to move forward? How do I move up the ladder? Blah, blah, blah. That person was always like, you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. Well, that person decided to go on vacation for 2 months. No, it was 6 weeks. That person decided to go on vacation for 6 weeks. And they thought that their boss would actually just like send a replacement person. Here's Tuggras. Okay, I'll quickly finish the story and then we'll bring Tuggras on. Yeah, so that person thought that their boss would just bring a replacement in for them for the 6 weeks, and then they would go on vacation, come back, and I would still stay in my position. Well, no, their boss decided to make me the head person for the 6 weeks while they were on vacation. So they go on vacation, I step in, I do my thing. um, Profit goes up, like wasted product goes down. The staff is happy. Service, we're getting like service excellence. Like we're getting these like, secret shoppers coming in to test us, and we're getting like, we're scoring amazing. Like we're doing amazing. The place is actually doing really well over the 6 weeks. So that guy comes back. He sees all of this. And by then, I'm already fed up. I've already distanced myself because the person, came to me and was like, hey, this person really is not going to allow you to ever get promoted. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do my big one. I'm going to do my big one, and I'm going to do really well, and then I'm going to quit. So he comes back, and all the reports come in of how great we did while he was away. And then I quit. Which then kind of caused me problems at home, but that's okay. But yeah, just letting people undermine you, because really and truly what I should have done was stayed, waited for the results of that report to come out, and then gone with those reports to that person's boss and said, hey, I have my receipts. Here's the proof. I would like my promotion now. That's what I should have done. But I allowed someone to make me feel like I would never move up in that company. And so I quit. Don't let people undermine you. Tuggras, you ready to come in? I'm going to bring you in. All right. Here we go. Hello, hello.
Hey, blessings, Queen. How go on?
There I know, there you see.
Yeah.
Big up, big up yourself. Welcome to the Big and Serious podcast.
hmm It's a blessing, man.
Thank you for joining us.
You
Huh?
know, it's a blessing. Thank you for having me as well. I was just,
Wow.
yeah, I was just listening the end of your story as well. Your conversation. And just to add to that, as I say, undermining, relationships. People just really have to understand that this imaginary race that they're running, the finish line has room for several great ideas, and wonderful, contributors. You know what I mean? So it don't really make sense. And if that really get them tired, and doing so, trust me, it's only growth they're gonna get from the end result of that. And I mean, just know that.
Yes.
Yeah, up top.
That
Real.
that is so true. And I think that's what a part of the problem is why we allow people to undermine us is because we don't realize that on the flip side, if we actually stay, we
Straight.
might grow.
Yeah. 100%. It's just endurance most time. I mean, it's just endure. And sometimes we're short of that. I mean, based on
Hmm.
the life that we're living and the frequency of that we're living on in today's society. I mean, but it's just
Yes.
endurance and everything. Once you endure, sometimes you don't feel like giving up. It's just a little press, a little extra push. I mean, make the thing work. Make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. So
Yeah.
true. And that's the thing, like even with my story, right? If I had actually stayed, I know I would have, because like they wouldn't be able to hold me back at that point. You have all the proof that I can do this,
Straight.
right? Um, Instead of quitting and then, now I'm gonna get problems at home because I'm not bringing in an income and, the man is like looking at me like, yeah, idiot.
But the thing is, once you know what you're capable of doing, life is a journey. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's gonna come back around again. It's a cycle as well. You know what I mean? Probably
Yes.
come back on a different format where still you get the same type of joy. You know what I mean? That
Yes.
you actually think that you're missing. But life has a way
Yes.
of flipping around things. You know what I mean? Believe, for real, man.
Very true. Very true. Because I mean, now, like to be honest with you, I love my day job.
Straight,
My day job, I'm happy there. I'm good.
100.
So, you
Yeah.
know, would I have even been there had I not left the other place? Who knows, right?
You're based in Montreal, or if you don't mind?
No, I'm based in Toronto. I'm in Jamaica right now, but
Straight,
I am based in Toronto.
straight. We say they're yard right now. It's up on the style.
I'm a dip on the sile, touchdown on the rock.
Yes, real man.
I have my ting
100. Yeah, I'm missing that right
100.
now because you know, we're there in the ice box, cool
I
on
know.
one on type of game. Yeah,
I know. And it's funny because all of my friends, they just feel like they need to tell me how cold it is at home. Well, Angie, today is minus 23. And I'm like, I care zero.
because of that, because you know what though, because that's the automatic day in the headspace, from we wake up, I mean, the first thing we think about we go outside and the weather. Man, it's not like
Yes.
Jamaica we can just go so boom, rook shots and and we're outside barefoot too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You
It's
know what
so
I mean?
true.
Them thing they have to put on boots, jackets, layers upon layers. But I guess we sign up for it still, so you know.
Yeah. So,
But
so let me ask you this. Are you originally from Jamaica? And
yeah,
then you
Montreal.
went to Montreal? All right. I'm going to ask you. I ask my mom this all the time. I'm going to ask you now.
Yeah.
Why'd you leave Jamaica?
You know what's so
Why'd
crazy?
you
And most
leave?
of, that's for real. Like, and most of my interviews, like, people always ask me. That's one of the questions they always ask me. And most of my interviews that I've done. Well, to be honest, it's just life experiences. It's always go back to that. It's life experiences. My ex-wife, she's from here as well. So we met in Jamaica, and
Mhm.
yeah, So through that thing called love, I end up in Montreal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Which is such
I
a
get it.
blessing, which is such a blessing. I get a beautiful son out of it as well. My son Malik, big up my son, 100%.
Big up Malik on the
Yeah.
outside.
And big
Big
up
up
she too,
yourself.
guys. Big up she too as well because we have the best relationship as well. So, you know,
Yes.
because that's what's
You know,
important.
I'm gonna say like I'm gonna give you a round of applause for that because it's very rare that you hear about people bigging up the person that they have their child with. You
Yeah,
know, and they're always like, "Why my baby mother or my baby father I eat that and we can't manage that and Ray and it's like, wait a minute, but you had a child with that person. How do you hate them all of a sudden? You know what I mean? So I
yeah.
love
It goes
that you
back to
both.
undermining the topic too. It goes back to undermining relationships. You know what I mean? It can't be a win and lose. If you think that it's gonna one person is gonna win and one person is gonna lose, believe me, man. I just problem and heartache and confusion and dating. You know what I mean? But when they put the thing upon a
Mm-hmm.
level, and it took me some time to. It took me some time, believe me, because it goes with growth. You know what I mean? We learn life experiences. We learn. So yeah, but once you put everything on the ball field or on the table, I should say, and just regulate it, that's it. No wrong
Mm-hmm.
or right and who's this and who's that, just it's just facts, understanding, which is key,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Very true.
I give you
Very
back the
true.
microphone, I'm
No,
sorry.
no, this is what I really love about the format of this podcast is like we're vibing, like we're having, yes, it's an interview, but we're also vibing. We're also having conversation. We're also talking about things that people don't really,
Yeah.
we just out here living and we're not talking and we're not learning and we're just
Yeah. Yeah, it's
doing the
like,
same thing, same cycles.
because life come down a way where they want you to be scripted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know which part we come from. We are Jamaican to say, I don't know, say, we have to come with the thing natural and forward for a different vibe. Yeah, man, like the
Yes.
sunshine, man. Natural, when you
Yes.
see it flowing like that, I best way because when you pretense is a thing where, for me, if you talk really honestly, can't do the pretend thing, man. It's tiring. So it just don't make
Hmm.
sense. It's just be natural, be organic, be who you are. You know what I mean? Be true. That is it.
Yes.
Which that take work too. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Yeah. I mean, you have to really be brave. Like I would say in the last 2 years, 3 years, I've actually been like, yo, this is Angie. I really don't care about what your thoughts are about Angie, but this is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. And I would just do my thing. But
yeah,
that is hard because you don't really care about what people think, but you're like, am I always like, you're always trying to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, right?
100%. You know,
And that's work.
and that's work. Because it's not what you did yesterday; it's what you do today. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's, it's like you made a sale yesterday. It's not about a sale. A sale is gone. It's today. What you're
Mm-hmm.
doing right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy, but it sounds so weird, but it's true. That's how you make your bread. You know what I mean? That's life. That's it. Life comes with changes. Changes are constant. What I mean, for real. So sometimes we just have to, if we can't accept it, we just have to try to adjust. you know,
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean,
keep
which is
going
like
forward.
facts.
So
Yeah,
true. I remember I worked for this one company and it was a sales job. So as you say that, like you brought me back, like I would make a big sale, right? And he would look at my report and he'd be like, okay, congratulations. So when you close on the next one?
yeah, like
We're
literally.
like,
You know?
what?
Yo,
Come
celebrate the
on,
thing when we
man.
feel good some more, man. You know.
Right? He'd be like,
Uh,
so what's the date on the next one? When you closing that one? We need to know. I'm like, God,
you
I'm not a
know.
robot.
But how long you live Toronto? You live here a long time, or you
Well, I was actually born in Toronto.
yeah,
But I really have to big up my parents because they made sure that we know Jamaica and we know our culture.
roots.
So from we were little kids, we would come to Jamaica for like 5 weeks over Christmas. It was usually like December 15th to like January 20th. Like it was a long period. And what they would do is they would leave us in the country with my grandparents. So they'd be gone, like they'd have a good time on the North Coast or whatever, but we would be in the country, and we had to like, yo, you're no different from anybody else. I remember I had a cousin that used to tell me, "Now feel like such you come from foreign. You can't clean that floor, yeah, I know, cause you gotta clean it too."
Yeah,
And they'd be
man.
like, all right.
Yeah. Make you
Yeah.
connect. It's important, because it shaped you into who you are today. Which is,
Yes.
for real, an empress.
Thank
Really.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah, it's important, and I love, like, I didn't even realize I did it, but I did the same thing with my daughter.
Mhm.
So every summer, all sometimes before school's
Yeah,
done, she's gone. Your
yeah,
grandparents are coming for you. You got to go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but now with her, like you'd say what she's second generation Canadian because my parents came to Canada from Jamaica, and if you tell that kid she's Canadian, she'll be like, "No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm Jamaican."
yeah, man. There's everybody at Jamaican over here still. You know that.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we're
I'm
powerful,
Jamaican. I
man.
don't know about you. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the genes there,
yeah.
the roots is powerful. Once you just have that little touch of Jamaican inside it, it's different. You know, yeah, that's
Mhm.
the difference still.
Mhm.
Black, green,
Yeah,
and
and I love
gold.
how.
You know,
Yes, yes.
man.
And I love how, like if you really think about it, if you even look at Jamaicans all around the world, man, they're proud. They're
Right.
proud of who they are. They're
Yeah.
proud of their heritage. They wear it with pride. Like there's no hiding it, you
Yeah,
know?
we run with the flag 24/7, man. We're just like what they said. Proud Jamaicans. You always see that. Like if you see like these, when we see Jamaican colors, you see proud, and it doesn't matter.
Yes.
I just said out of men, one people, which is really beautiful.
Yes.
At the end of the
Yes.
day, if you can see a Chinaman that walk over to you, and or like a Caucasian person, and you
Mm-hmm.
can't tell even the difference. And when they talk, just the fact that they speak in the language is just so beautiful. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
different. It's not just that they're speaking the language, but the vibe will come with that
Yeah.
individual. They come with a vibration, with just it's just different. You know,
Yes.
It's just it's a healing. You know,
And they're
which
so authentic with it,
yeah.
you know? Like they're authentic. Like I remember years ago, I mean, I was in my 20s. So oh, what happened? Uh-oh. All right, we'll wait for, there we go.
Hello.
I was like, what happened? Was it me?
What do I do now?
I think you're good.
Think and leave and come back.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. All right, he'll probably leave and come back. Um, Good conversation. Good conversation. Big up all the viewers on TikTok. Go ahead and tap up the screen. Power tap. What did they say? What did they say? Power tap. Power tap the screen. All right. Let's bring him back.
The power tap.
Power
Yeah,
tap the screen. All right. Power tap.
power tap.
I'm still just learning about TikTok and all the power tap and share the live and send a rose and all them things.
Yeah, man. Trust me. I grew up, man. I think I got build, man. Trust me. Just little by
Thank
little,
you.
step by step. But I say one cocoa full basket, every mickle make a muckle.
Yes. Every
Them thing
mickle
they
make a
work.
muckle.
Yeah, them thing they work, and you believe.
Yes. And you know what? That's my favorite saying. Every mickle make a muckle. And I'd be like, yo, me need the muckle. Me have the mickle them so the muckle
Yeah.
at the neck. I am mean. It at the neck. What I mean.
I want them frequency never coming, but they don't see have every mickle. Just bring them up,
Yeah, at
straight.
the neck. Bros, yeah, me have the mickle them so the muckle after the day.
Yeah,
It
man.
have to.
Just
Like
give me the
it.
muckle. You see me? I already have the mix,
Yeah.
so just give me the muckle.
Yeah.
Really, I like
So
it.
true. I want to tell you the story about so with the every out of many one people.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I remember no, it's cool. All right, so like 20 years ago, I'm standing in the middle of Maypen,
Yeah.
right? Maypen on a playpen. So I'm standing in the middle of Maypen by the clock, and there was this Caucasian girl, and I mean, she looked like she's tiny. She had like the blonde hair, the blue eyes, and
Yeah.
it's her alone. Like there's no other Caucasian people around, and I'm like, I said to my at the time, my husband at the time, I said, "Oh my gosh, I think she's lost. Like, we need to help her. Like, let's go over and talk to her and make sure she's okay."
Yeah,
And
that's right, man.
we're walking over to her, and some guy grabbed her arm, and she flung her arm and was like, "You beat." And my
You know,
husband, well, ex-husband, he looked at me and he's like, "I think she's fine." I'm like, "Yeah, man, she good, man, she good. Let's go."
yeah, man. Yeah, man. She know what time I go on now. She know
Mhm.
the frequency for real. She dep on it, man, for real.
Yeah, she's on the frequency, but it's such a beautiful thing to see, and I love, like, the fact that Jamaica is so embraced by everybody. But let's work on getting Tuggras embraced by everybody as well. So let's talk about your career. So I did do a little bit of stalking. So I see that you have been in the game for a very long time.
Well,
Um, when did you start?
officially, I started like to be honest, I'm always doing music. You know, from I was living in Jamaica from a day yard. You know, I always been doing music. But when I moved to Canada, you know, that's when the things started to get more on a commercial vibes. You know, but when I was in Jamaica, I was living in Montego Bay at the time. You know, catching all. That's like about 2014. That's about 2000, sorry, about 2008, 2009, somewhere there. You know, mixing up the years,
Mhm.
2009. You know, I was doing it where I booked for Sumfest beach party and all these type of, because Sumfest used to have like three nights. Yeah, I met Johnny Guzam, all of those guys, man. You know, like, I have photos with them, everything. Yeah, I even
Wow.
performed with Vibes Cartel before. I don't even talk about these type of things. You know what I mean? Because sometimes even if you study these things, people say, "Yo, yeah, gas it, yeah, gas it." But I performed with Cartel like both do both like
Mhm.
one song, and then he asked me to do another song. You know, like he must say, "Yo, nigga, in body, in bad down." Make him do another song, and the people must say, "Yeah, yeah, I'm doing another song." You know, and that was actually in a place called Sheffield, Negril, Nampel Road. That's where I'm originally
Okay.
from. You know what I mean? That's where I'm originally from, and I perform. So I've been doing it from there, but I wasn't like really like I'm at studio every day and I record songs officially. But when I moved Canada, I
Mhm.
think about 2000 and about 14. That's when I start
Mhm.
like putting the real work. Did a song called Glory, and I put it out. That was like my first drop in Montreal, and from
Mhm.
there on, I just thing just start propel. So yeah, pretty much. So about 2014, the thing gets serious. Yeah,
2014 it got serious. So started out 2009, 2014 it got serious.
yeah.
So let's go back to 2009 for a second. You're doing your thing. You performed with Cartel twice. You did on some
Not
fest
twice,
beach
not twice.
party, and then we.
Not
Oh no,
not
like
twice.
I mean, like two songs
Two
during that
songs.
one performance.
Uh,
Yeah, two songs during that one performance. Well, basically, I mean, come on, you got on the stage with Cartel.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And it's
let
actually,
me
it
ask
wasn't
you.
even a stage. It wasn't even a stage. It was Ricky Trooper. Ricky Trooper playing at the time too. That's Ricky Trooper was at the time playing on Kilimanjaro. And
Yeah.
we were actually standing on some Guinness crate. You know the old Guinness crate them? Then that's what we're actually standing on and actually singing. That time a cartel black man, a black a cartel man. Cartel a bleach out yet and
Oh,
thing.
oh, this was Black Cartel. Okay.
Yeah, man, black cartel him a bleed. Them time the dog thing a tough up. The real way, man. Why for that still, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Killer, I mean Bunty Killer, all of them, man. The Mikey Spice, I used to be around Mikey Spice a lot. Yeah, I don't know if you know Mikey Spice. You
Mm.
know Mikey Spice?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's
Definitely.
so that's where
Definitely.
even that, because Mikey Spice, I didn't want to go in details, but I used to be like one of my mom's friends used to be a great friend of Mikey Spice. So I used to be around Mikey Spice like every day. Like I'm telling you, because right now my older brother in Jamaica, he lives next to a guest house where Mikey Spice used to be there like for months, man. I see a lot of artists.
Oh wow.
I see Gregory Isaac, all of them. I see Bugle, a lot of them, come visit. So from a tender age, that's where I said doing music, it goes way back. So I've been inspired from just seeing them and seeing Mikey Spice writing a song. Grab your last son,
Hmm.
come. You know, see Wally Pabush in the yard, one chop down. That song, grab your last son, come. That song, when that song is written, yeah, I'm around that. I'm seeing that happen. I actually know the storyline of the song, how it happened. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like is that there's a house at the motel, at the guest house. That was actually where my brother lived next door. And they used to have like a horse stable as well. And at one point, the horse stable actually got bushy, like pure bush and beer stuff. And there's a lot of coconut trees and stuff where every day we go and chop coconut when Mikey Spice, we drink coconut and every day and stuff. And like he got inspired by that because the place started getting bushy. And he's telling that the person that owns the place saying that, that
Yeah,
Mama
come chop
G,
out your yard.
the lady that owned the place telling her like, yo, the place is getting bushy. And they get inspired by the song. Rap, I think he did with Louis Culture, I think. Spice and Louis,
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, so
that's so cool.
from a juvenile, it kind of really inspired me to do the music thing though, for real.
So this has kind of been like ingrained into your veins to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you see a difference between doing music in Jamaica versus doing music in Canada?
Yeah, there's a difference still, differently, because yeah, nothing beat the roots still. It's really upon the roots, like the powerhouse when you're actually in the powerhouse doing the thing, rather than you're actually like you're in the street light. But when you're actually in the powerhouse, pumping from the powerhouse, of course it's gonna be better still. But at the same time, it has its disadvantage as its advantage. You know what I mean? Because if you look at it from this scale, most artists in Jamaica, right now, they want to make it on an international scale. You know what I mean? They want the music to
Yeah.
be playing, out of Jamaica. They want the music to be playing in Canada, Europe, this and that, Japan, England, America, the market. While
Hmm.
I'm here, I'm actually in the market. So, for example, for future references in a year down the line, because I like to speak it into existence, because the word is very powerful, right? So, for example, next year, I'm on some fest, or this year I'm on some fest. If I go back, not necessarily I'm going to go back as a dancehall artist or a reggae act, probably I go back as an international act.
International artists.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Which then I decided if I want to be paid in US or I want to be paid in Canadian. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And because Jamaica is my people and my black, green, and gold, I don't know see else. We have to give back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's kind of the goal still.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, we're speaking it into existence. And when you hit the Sumfest, when you're done with the Sumfest stage, you have to come back on the Big and Serious podcast so we can talk about that
Of
experience.
course. I showed them to the thing big
Yeah.
and serious. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
rough
Big.
and I
Oh,
went
you
serious.
mean?
Yeah, dog.
I love that. And it's funny because as you were talking about being an international artist, and then like the Jamaica artists want to be played on the international scale, the international artists want to be recognized in Jamaica.
Yeah, so I wasn't finished. Okay, just to add to that, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Just to add to that, I'm
No,
sorry.
no, go on.
I get straight away. But yeah, vice versa now. So the international act here, trust me, when you're not on the soil, if you're not going back to Jamaica, if you're not tapping back into the culture, believe me, there's something is gonna be missing from the food plate or from the food basket. There's something missing,
Hmm.
and which is
Hmm.
Jamaica. You have to go back to the soil. That's the reason why you have so much international acting institute. That's the reason why on the international scale, like for the hip hop market, you have a lot of them. They go to Jamaica, bro. They
They
go to
go to
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
They go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
They're tapping in for many reasons. Some say
Yep.
clout, and some say, yo, bro, but they know that there's something deeper than that in Jamaica. It's not just
Yes.
like
Yes.
going to Jamaica. When you go to Jamaica,
Yes.
you feel it. You take off your shoes and you just stand on the side, you feel it. You know what I mean?
Oh, grounding is. Woo.
As much as we love all Canada, and a big up Canada still, a big
Eh,
up Canadian, but you don't know. Jamaica, when you take off your foot, when you take off your shoes
yeah.
and you stand on Jamaican soil, it's a different thing.
Yep.
The vibration
Jamaica
different.
land we love. I mean.
Jamaica land we love. We wired different, believe.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's so true. I will say that to all the like healthy people out there. If you do grounding in Jamaica, it is actually great. Like you feel the vibrations going through your body. Like you can feel the currents going through your body. It's wild. So
100.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna just run over to TikTok for a second because I see why Tuggras, you really wake up the people on TikTok, then start for chat. Me say when me that talk to them, I just meet one in the corner, talk to myself. But no, everybody at chat. So big up Alvinal. Alvinal says blessings. Sorry, me late. Alvinal, you're ever late. Always late.
Bless her,
Um,
Alvin.
thank
Big
you.
up, Alvin.
Yeah, Alvinal. Alvinal. Thank you for sharing the live. So Alvinal says that you have some good playlists, and she wants you to give her a piece of I Cry.
Okay, yeah. Share hear me now live.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
yeah. Oh, yeah. We're live. We're live
oh
on TikTok,
yeah.
Twitch, and YouTube.
Oh, that means that she's big and serious then, because she's on big and serious podcast, right? That is the bigger
Hmm.
myself, Andrew Good as sin. So we go, so what? No force, no strength, no power. You keep me from me, baby. Me love you every hour. Until that. The mountain that me know. Tall like me love. So baby, don't you cry. Cause every time you cry, I die. You know what I mean? I never say, and this is very serious too. This is very serious. This is a very one of my favorite part of the song as well. Well, I have to do that for the person who recommended it, you know. So it's how the verse go again. Uh, I'm doing so much music right now because I just finished my album as well too. We're gonna get down to that, but you know, so
We
my
definitely
head
will
is all
talk
over the
about it.
place. So what's that? What's in the dark must reveal. Straight from the get go, baby. You tell me say keep it real, 100, no more lies, no more secrets. Victoria, oh my God, I can't even remember the song.
Because we
I'm
put you
doing
on the
so much.
spot, you know?
Yeah, I'm on the spot still now, but I'm doing so much right now. Trust me, I'm in the studio, you know, singing, you know, crafting so much right now. It's crazy, you know. Yeah, man, but you don't know.
People
Blessings.
tap up the light for that. That was beautiful. Maria, big up Mary, big up yourself. Wagwan. Mary says hi, Ange. Hugs to you back. You done know. Love you long time. Um, so all right. So now you know you touched on the album. So let's walk into the album. We're make a one chat to the album now. We're chatting over to the album. So can you do you know the name of the album yet, or it's still in the works?
Yes, actually, I have the name. We just finished the cover art yesterday as well for the album, which is good, and I'm excited about it. So the album is called Detour. You know,
Detour.
Detour. You know, and as you know, I'm in Montreal. You know, in Montreal, you know, everywhere you're going, and you know, there's a lot of, especially during winter, there's a lot of detour time. But I love my city, but you know, during winter, you come to Montreal, they detour a lot. Believe me, if you ever come to Montreal, you're gonna detour, man. Believe me, you know. But it's gonna take you to your right destination safely, on time.
Mm,
You know, so don't
I
worry
like
about
that.
it. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about the
But
detour.
yeah, but my the last one that I did is called Roadside. That's my first album. It's called Roadside. You know, so this one is called Detour because you know, if you ask me why, because you know, as you know, life comes with changes. Changes are constant, as I mentioned early. And you know, I think over the last 8 months, you know, I have you know, there's been a tremendous turn in my life. You know, in terms of spiritual healing. You know, my frequency that I was on. You know, so, you know, even before I start turban up and all of them things there, see me? Because before, you know, I used to show my locks, you know, my dreads, everything. But, you know, life take me to a place where it's not even by choice, you know. And by finding God, finding job, whichever you want to call it. You know what I mean? I got the calling, you know what I mean? So, you know, when you listen to the album, you know, you see what me I talk about stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the mood of the album?
The mood of the album, to be honest, is really my life because you know it's not just it's my life and what I see, you know what happening around me, you know, day to day living of others, you know, just by having conversation with people, you know, seeing what they're going through, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, if you listen to the album, it's very some of the songs are very spiritual as well, in the
Mm,
sense of you know God, you know, knowing that you know
mm,
there's a higher frequency. We don't believe in God, there's a higher frequency, but I can tell you that God is real and just really have my testimony,
yes,
you know. And if you listen to the songs,
I
I have
like it.
songs called like Breaking Chains, and the name of the song Breaking Chains. I have some called Barrier, Barricades. I have a song called Child of God. You know, Pain. You know, um, just check it out. You know. I'm down
So
about 8 tracks now, and I'm really concerned of putting two more. You know, because they usually say it's like what 10 to 12 to make it an album, something like
10
that.
to 12 to make an album, yeah.
Yeah, they're probably gonna
I
have to
think they
do
go off
that.
of time, right? I think it has to be over, what is it, over 25? I should know this, lad. Over 25 minutes, I think, to make it
Yeah,
an album, something like this.
yeah.
So
So
let me ask you this. So me can't play this album in front of my mother and she not gonna cuss me or nothing.
100% man, like breaking chains. What that song go again? Uh Father, this a part of it, like what I say now. Father, you led me through the fire, still upon the waters, never let me go. Oh. Hey, I know I'm on the right road when prayers get answered. Uh, freedom of my soul, yeah, yes, so let it flow, let it be, yeah. Feel Jaja spirit now, spreading wild and free. Let it flow. You know them type of energy, you know? Let it,
Oh, I love
you
it.
know, I will say, Rasta love by nature, connect by the grapevine. Give thanks to the blessing, missing this one that so bad, the name was a great wine. Eh, yeah, as old as I am, mama tell me, say son, what the company you keep, don't waste time. He that dwell it in the secret place of the most high go on the ground, so let it flow, let it be. Watch out, boom, feel Jaja spirit, yeah, spreading wild and free, let it flow, big and serious, let it be, yeah, and the spirit feel Jaja, 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 spreading wild and free. You know, them type of energy, them man, you know. So look out for the energy, you know.
I I
Blessings,
love it.
blessings. You know.
I don't know if she's joking or not. Alvinel actually, she wants to know if she can be your backup singer one day. She actually can sing still. She not go deaf you if she sings. So
Yeah,
maybe you
sure.
guys can connect.
You never know. It's
Um,
all about networking still, you know. So
mm-hmm. Alvinel, are you an artist? Answer the question. Drop your comment in the chat. Um,
yeah,
but
artist.
she can sing though. Mino says she can sing. I know
Yeah,
she can sing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she can
put in
sing.
some work, man. Now we put in some work. I mean,
Yes, you have to put in the work. You have to, shoot your shot. You never know, right? You
yeah,
just never know what's gonna happen.
true.
Big up to Giovanni. Really, I saw your comment earlier, boy. I wasn't ignoring you, but I can't just interrupt the conversation to say hi. So, Wagwan, Giovanni, delightful. Welcome to the building. Big up yourself. You done know. You done know. All right. So, when is this album dropping, Mr. Tuggras?
All right, to be honest, it's supposed to be dropping roughly. Honestly, it's supposed to be dropping like mid-February. I want to do it roughly around the
Oh
17th
wow,
because it's really like my favorite number too, number 17 still. So, and if
love
it's
it.
not 11, it's 17. If it's not one, it's number
1-1.
11. 1.
That's
I've not the 17 one, so it's supposed to be around that time. Yeah.
Well, definitely send me what your first release would be, and we'll see if we can make it happen and put you on a New Music Friday. And you see, load up the thing, and
Yeah, network.
always networking and loading up the thing and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Two,
yes, delightful says big and serious. Kaboom, Emma.
100,
All right. So let me ask you this: as an artist, what do you prefer? Writing the music or going into the studio and voicing it?
I prefer going to studio and voicing it. As you can see, like I'm talking to you right now, like I'm just natural, you know.
Mm,
If sometimes it's good to pre-prepare though, it all depends on you get the music two different way. The song may sound two different because sometimes when you write it, and I'm starting to realize that because usually I'm the artist, I'm live. I just go into the studio just to answer your question. Most of the time I'm just live at the studio. You just start play the beat, and I just go with my feeling, just go with my energy, just go off at the top of my dome, and I just keep building from there. Okay, play back that, boom, okay, cut off that. Okay, that's what the music is. Okay, you know what I mean? And it would just keep
mm,
going, cutting, going back. I would just work fast.
mhm,
But there's a few songs from my album you could tell that it's composed because the music sound different when you compose it. Like when you take your
mhm,
time and you write it, thought in, no rush. You know what I mean? You thought in and you choose the words. So,
mhm.
but me, just to answer your question, I'm more live. I prefer to, be at the studio, bro. Play the beat, bro. You know what I mean? Let's do it, bro. You know? Yeah.
So I always wonder, like, when you do the song live in the studio like that, where it's just like off the dome, here I'm laying it down. How do you then remember? Like, then you have to go back and listen to that tune so you can learn what you said, right?
Well, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if like like it's like when you're doing something that you love. Sorry, or
Hmm.
what you when you're ordained, when you think you're ordained to do it. To be honest, it comes in different, man. It's like you plug in different. It's like a doctor. Just an example, or a mechanic or a doctor, doing a profession, man. Something is just coming easy. The mechanic man just come and look for your car one time and goes to look
Hmm.
and just know what going like one time. I'm not have to tell you if you bring it to my shop. What I mean? Just come right on the spot, come check the car, boom, one time, is it? So like for me, like what was your question again? Go back, sorry.
So, like, how do you remember the music that you've done, like you've
Yeah,
created in the studio?
like me, like how I remember it because when I sing it, sometimes I sing with feeling. And I remember most of the things that I do like with feeling. Like most of my songs, I remember it with a feeling or a thought or something, that's a thought when I'm saying that word at the time. Like I'm just saying a line. So that's the reason when the most of my songs I could just sing my song on a random beat. It doesn't have to be the beat that I did the song on.
Mm.
I remember my lines like that. Even though I messed up earlier on a few times, you guys put me on the spot. you know, you know. But so there's ways for me how I do it. So I just remember that. And by the time I take home the song and I listen to it, because I try to I'm not really a perfectionist, but I try to get it as close as possible. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So by
Hmm.
me just listening to it a few times, I get it, man. Trust me, I get it. Because me, when I listen to my music too, the reason why if I can't feel it when I can't just and bust out a blank like my day home, I'm just start a fire some blank on my own and song them. You see me, I listen to my album, you hear me on a fire some blank and I feel some weird. Jump up in the couch and you know what I mean? If I'm not feeling like that, like you're not gonna remember the song, bro. You're not gonna remember the song if you're not feeling like that about the music.
Yeah,
So that's how I remember my shit. For real.
I I
Real talk.
understand that
That's real talk. That's
completely. Yeah.
honestly that's real talk.
But you know what? It's true because you know what? If it hits you and it captures you away, you see when you perform that tune there,
Yeah.
every time your energy, the
Yeah.
energy levels, the frequency is just perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
There's certain songs that I sing like when I reach certain part in the song, like it doesn't matter where I reach, I get emotional. I'm on stage enough time and I cry while I'm performing, but people don't know. I shed tears like a lot of time. Like people don't know that. Like you see me. This song "Breaking Chains" from my album. I when I did it, I performed it like on my last two shows. Like
Mhm.
just written it at home. I just got the beat, and I just wrote the song. I didn't record the song as yet. And on my last two performances, like boom, I run the song. And the first time I perform it, like I'm just like, dude, I have other songs that happens to like previous from my album and stuff. But just an example, the other day, like it happened like twice. Like I'm singing a song and I have to be like, boom, when I'm on stage, but while I'm doing it, but because it's a feeling that actually comes with it. If you're not feel certain way about the thing, bro, people not gonna feel it. I mean, it
Mhm.
sometimes it come from a deep place. When it's coming from a deep place, trust me, people gonna feel it. You
They
know,
feel it. They know.
and you can't deny love. You can't deny. You can't deny love. Trust me.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. When it's real, it's real, and the truth is the
Yeah,
truth. You know, that is it.
I love that. And it's so true. You can't deny love, and you definitely can't fake that. You can't fake the funk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't feel the phone, man.
You ever try to date with somebody and you really don't like the somebody, but yeah, try to go on like say,
It's
it
just for
doesn't
a
work.
time.
They pick you up.
It's just for a time, because one day I get up, man, and I just say, oh, I'm a god, you know. I the person just sense it to and just say, you know what, me gone. You
Yeah.
understand? And then you
Yep.
start saying, no, long me there wait for you gone. You know what I mean?
Yep. You're like,
Yeah.
wow, thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father, because at the end of the day, God knows what best for you, eh? He knows
Yeah.
what best, man. So that's the reason I will stay prayed up, you know what I mean? And, most things we just put it into his hands. And worry less.
Hmm.
Just put it into that, stay prayed
Hmm.
up and worry less. You know what I mean? Believe
Yeah.
it, you know?
You get that protection and the um. Oh my gosh, what is that? What's that? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as
Yeah,
well as the protection. You
yeah.
know, very
Keep,
important. Very important.
keep we grounded, you know what I mean?
And can't have people come and undermine your thing, you see. They want to come undermine your relationship with music, and then no,
Yeah,
sir, it can't work.
one bag of sabotage, man. Burn that, you know what I mean? Blaze the fire hot, you know? Yes.
Hmm. So, you know what? Just to bring it back to being undermined and things like that, have you ever had a situation, or can you describe a situation where somebody might have tried to undermine you in the music? And how did you pick up on it? And how did you reverse the tape?
Well, a whole heap of time, man. Like,
Hmm.
undermine is in Jamaica, in Jamaican terms, probably that's something what we call bad mind.
Bad mind.
You can call it that, you know what I mean? So, we it's just another term, man, undermine, and probably we should start calling it undermine just to make it sound more beautiful. But we Jamaicans are ranchy sometimes, you know what I mean? Raw.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. So a lot of times, man, because as I said, most people, they're just in a race. They just think that you're in a big race and big competition with them, bro. Like when you're just in your own lane, you're just in your own lane and focus for your own thing, just being yourself. Because at the end of the day, we're all, probably built different, but we're unique in our own way, bro. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I think that really answers your questions, So people try to belittle you all the time because just to bring themselves up, just to big themselves up because of their own insecurities. You know what I mean? So like so pretty much, so as I said, man, you just have to just believe in yourself, be supportive, what I mean, be encouraging to people achievements, what I mean,
Hmm.
and live, you know. But
Yep.
nowadays, I mean, people, I don't know, they're just busy and focusing on, the wrong thing and, focusing on your business. That's in Jamaica, we say as Jamaican, we say, watch out your business. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
for them business as spoil. You understand?
Yep.
And sometimes if you follow them now where you're being undermined now, you follow them now, you just start to bring down yourself because bad mind or undermining it brings a negative energy. It brings a negative frequency where you find yourself can't come up, you know. And it goes
Hmm.
back to the same thing where you always say people where them say people they're doing like dark witchcraft or whatever to
Dark
you.
magic on you.
Dark magic like
Hmm.
obia. In Jamaica we call it obia or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because sometimes it goes back where that thing started, because of the bad mind or the you know people are demanding you. You know what I mean? Those
Hmm.
type of things. If you fall in the trap, you just find yourself start going down, where you start think all different type of things. But it's just literally people that you're around thinking that they're worth your while when they're really not.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're doing things hurting you like and like and smiling to and doing it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
smiling, and sometimes you just fall in the trap too. You don't know until one day the floor just felt like this, poof, and you realize like, yo, fuck, sorry, but
That's okay.
all
I,
along,
I film it thing, so it's all right. You can go on. It's all right.
you know, I feel like I was
Yeah.
on like it's big and serious though, so you know what I mean. But one of them thing there for real, So
Yeah.
that's my take on that stuff. Yeah, so
It's so
it's
true.
it's here, man. It's here and there, man. Our day to day living, it's here, there. As I said, it's just how you deal with the situation. My new thing from the other day, I said, I'm not the headache, I'm the Tylenol. You know what I mean? So
Ooh.
that's it. You know what I mean? I fix the situation. I fix it, and I'm not the headache. And I'll never be the headache. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be the Tylenol. So deal with
Yo,
that.
you imagine you're arguing with somebody and you just look at it, you're like, yo, me not the headache, me the Tylenol.
Yeah.
So this have to fix.
Yeah, this happened fixed. So what I mean, it doesn't lie. The problem don't lie over here, so. Even though we're not taking sides till who win or who is right or who's wrong, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When you know you're doing the right thing, when you know you're
Hmm.
doing the right thing, even though we're not perfect, and that's one thing we all have to acknowledge too. You're not big to say sorry. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
you have to be able to say sorry. And that's one of the things help to resolve this thing called undermined, people. Because the people that are undermining you, these people are people that have insecurities, as I said, most times,
Yes.
majority of the times. So sometimes, you have to just apologize to these people. Just say, oh, I'm sorry. And let it come from a deep place, too. Not just
Yeah.
saying,
Not like some fake thing. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
You have to mean it.
yeah, because they really need it. They really need that. Like seriously, not in
Hmm.
a disrespectful way, but like you know what I
Hmm.
mean. Sometimes you have to
It might
just be
help them to
sorry.
boost up their confidence. Yeah.
Exactly. And then it helped them to be a better person. Because you know what, I'm gonna say, you know what, I actually did Angie wrong. And but the way how she took it, I think I should really be a better person. Like I messed up, and they start to look into themselves and realize, like, yeah,
Yes.
boom, and see, you know what, Angie, you change your life, big and serious.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Big and serious. Yeah.
And I've seen that in my like professional life. Like I've
Yeah.
had people come up to me and be like, "Boy, Angie, sir, me did that chat you still, and I'm sorry." And I, for me, not even know, sir, them did that chat me,
Yeah.
But they're like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry," and it's like, wow, all
Yeah.
right, I forgive you,
Yeah.
and all because of just how I carried myself or how I explained the situation,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Because we all unique, as I said. And we all have our
Hmm.
differences, our different likes of things.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to just accept, and everybody have to like what you liked. So
Yes.
them things.
Yeah. Let people be unique. Let people do their own thing, and
Yeah.
let them figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
and allow them the space to actually do it and feel comfortable in it. As long as they're
Exactly.
not hurting themselves and they're not hurting other people, let the
Yeah.
people do what they want to do. It's all
Yeah.
right.
You know,
You know,
that is it. You know, they say put in the God hands. What I mean? Give him the wheel and say steer the wheel, Jack.
steer the wheel.
Steer the
Hopefully,
wheel,
it's a
Jack.
six-speed, sports car, and we can chuck up on the highway a little bit.
You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
So where do you see yourself going? Like what is the goal for your career?
The goal for my career is pretty much, you know, the goal. What I mean, the
The
goal
goal
is
is the goal.
yeah, man. The goal is to achieve the goal, man. What I mean, is to make, I don't know, so we are travel with the black, green, and gold 24/7. So my goal is basically to be, on every market, and when I'm on those markets, since a Jamaican that says a yard man, yeah, man, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a yard man, yeah, man, the dog, I do it. I bring the flag. He's running with the flag proudly too, in a manner where people can look up and say, yo, I'm actually I do some good music too, where, change lives. I talk about something in that
Mhm.
music, where, my bring something substance, you know, and
Yeah.
my goal in this music is to come with a flavor, something unique, come different,
Mm.
than like be a Tuggras. Just like how you have like a Beanie Man, a Vibes Cartel, a Jay-Z, a Rihanna. I want to be like a
Mhm.
Tuggras where, just like Jake. Like when Jake bust, you have like 17 other Jake. Like you have
Mhm.
other artists that break, but they come with the same flow. They sound like Jake. They come with the same
Yeah.
flow, which we all have together. We all inspired from somewhere. We all get our inspiration somewhere. I'm not
Mhm.
bashing nobody. We all get our inspiration from somewhere.
Mhm.
I do have my proteges and stuff. Artists who inspire me and
Mhm.
stuff. However, but me, I just want to see my music, worldwide as a Jamaican, on all platforms, and like Japan and those places, which the dancehall, the reggae music market is big there.
It's
It's one of our biggest market as well. For the dancehall music.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that. You know.
Yeah.
So I want to be on those sets. I want to be on those shows in Japan. I want to be in Europe, Amsterdam,
Yeah.
those places. Performing. Spreading the word. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
It's so it's funny. I remember, and people probably don't even know this, but so I had an interview when I was on the other podcast. I had an interview with Marcia Griffiths,
Yeah.
and she said Bob Marley's one desire was to be able to perform in his own country, and
Mm.
that man never got to perform in his own country.
Yeah. Of course. But to be honest, since you mentioned, I don't mean to cut you, Angie, please, but
No, no,
I
no.
can't deny my dream, like literally, my dream is to perform on Sunfest, like literally, like, and
You got to
it's
make it
prime time,
happen.
and prime time hours. I want to be like, when you reach 1:13 at night when it's hot, like when the fire burn and they touch them up. I want to be like, yes, this is Tuggras, all the way out of whatever Montreal, but Canada, but he's our very own. He's running with the flag, black, green, and gold. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for, you know, yeah. So,
Tuggras! And then you hear the horns.
yeah. That, me
Da,
and
da,
backstage
da,
with.
da, da.
Yeah, it's either you're in the VIP front row or you're backstage with me. You know what I'm saying? Angie, see, this is what we're talking about. It's going to
Yep.
happen, Yeah, so
Yes.
the gym that, and I actually get goosebumps still just saying that though.
So did I. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I did.
Yeah, I got goosebumps for real.
I'm gonna tell you. Like I have my little microphone, my little portable microphone, and I was like, "Baby, are you and me? There are
Yeah.
some face."
Shit, so shall it be, from our mouth to God ears, So shall it be,
Yes.
family. So shall it be. Hallelujah, Yeah.
Oh, praise God. I love it. I love it. So where I know I do have where can your fans find your music?
Yeah, I'm actually on all platforms, so you could find me on Spotify, YouTube, all digital platforms. All digital platforms. All you have to do is just type in Tuggras, which is Tuggras. And yeah, and for Instagram, for social media, it's Tuggras.official. It's Tuggras.official. And I recently just started occupied myself on TikTok, so you can find me on TikTok as
Welcome.
well. So I'm on TikTok now. Tuggras. Yes.
So I don't feel so new on TikTok. Like, was it 2 weeks ago or last week? I was like, yo, when I baby, I learn off a walk, but them
Yeah.
not even know off a creep yet, and them just a pull themselves on them belly.
Yeah.
I saw me on TikTok still right now. Just a pull
Learning
myself.
process. Yeah, learning process,
So
man, believe. Yeah.
yes,
But we have to give thanks,
it's so
but
true.
we're able to do this as well. Our vibes, So we have to, bless up TikTok, same time. Shout out to
Yes.
TikTok, you know.
Shout out to TikTok.
Yes,
Shout
man,
out to
promotion.
TikTok. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to
Twitch,
YouTube.
yeah,
YouTube the OG.
yeah,
Yeah,
all platforms,
definitely.
You make this possible as well, And
Hmm.
big up God too. Big up Father God.
Father God, of course.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
That's right.
Big up Jamaica because I did do the very first
Big up.
episode of Big and Serious here in Jamaica, so
Yeah.
that was huge for
Nice.
me.
Yeah.
You
Big up.
know,
Blessings and that. You know.
blessing. So before you go, um, so the people should look out for the album either on the 11th or the 17th, depending on how
Yeah.
you feel about the
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So look out for the album Detour. It's gonna be Tuggras exclusive. Look out for the songs. Then Breaking Chain, Child of God, Pain. With touch what? Gone too soon for the fallen soldier them because we all lose someone.
Mm,
It was a crazy year last year. So rest in peace to all of the fallen ones. Smooth transition. I wish them all. So I have songs called Gone Too Soon, which songs that people could relate, man. And we have two party thing to man, and okay, I know the thing come, the thing come down. Jamaica will come from,
yeah,
so the thing come down couple
yeah.
in the mix too. So you know what
Hmm.
I mean. It's gonna be a good vibe. I hope you guys stream it. Give me a support. And it's highly appreciated because at the end of the day, without you, my fans are the people. There won't be a Tuggras in real life. So blessings. Isis.
Blessings. Yes.
Right.
And I have one last question before you go.
Mhm.
Um, what does Tuggras mean? Like, what's the meaning behind the name?
Well, Tuggras, the meaning behind the name is as it's spelling. I'm be real with that. The spelling should be like Thuggg. Like Tug.
Oh, thug.
You know. And Rasta, RAS is Ras, because they don't know, the lineage, mother and father Rasta too, so, the lineage, so Rasta, but, Thug, it's not like, we are busted, we are good people, Pitney. So, but so I spell it Tug, I spell it, I spell it Tuggg, just for it to have a more positive, look, just by viewing it. For example, you type in on YouTube, you don't see Thug, Thug. You see Tuggg. So
Yes.
I spell it with a Jamaican pronunciation as well, because we don't say Thug. with a TH. You
We
know,
say tug.
it's
Yeah.
a tug. You know, so Tuggras. And the tug comes from my, people say I have a tuggy persona. That's what they say. I kind of have that little grit, like a little bit.
Ah, they're like,
Yeah. So the tug come from that. So it's Tuggras. Pretty much. And
I like
and
it.
it's actually not even me name myself. It's one of my friend in Montego Bay when I was living in Kitchener. At the time, my name was Slim Kid. You know, I was going by the name Slim Kid. It's deep. It's got way back.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at the name, but
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna tell you the history. So one day we're on the block and we're blazed up for one thing and I drink a few Magnum. Big up Magnum promotion again. So we're drinking
hmm
Magnum and my dog a reason is in. And holiness, big up holiness, my broski. So holiness has said to me, say, yo, bro, big man thing, yo, I don't feel comfortable I call no man slim still, You know. you know? And he's like,
so we
yo,
can't manage that.
so he's like, yo, bro, it's that Tuggras the name. I never forget. And yeah, that is scheme man I catch now, man. Like I said, Tuggras the name, man. Like I say, yeah. And from that day, start calling me Tuggras, and everybody in the scheme start calling me Tuggras, like for real. And them time I just little, them time I go come see. I was going to come see at the time.
Yeah.
The time me just a bus and thing, And everybody start calling me Tuggras from there. And the name just stick and I just start run with it. My artist name and that's it. And big up Catching All too because I have to big up Catching All people in Montego because those are the first people that
hmm
start run with my career like a push and a run with me. Big up Columbia Catching All, don't scheme. And I mean, from down scheme to top scheme, then people really start pushing me things still. Because originally I'm from Negril. So move Montego Bay
Okay.
and Mobile where the thing shut off. The real way. Yeah, man.
That's so cool. But yeah, I can't see. I can imagine the people in the scheme group are like, "Boy, I mean, really like call him Slim Kid and all that." Sure.
Them
Slim, come
kind of
here, and they're like, "Chum."
I said, no, bro, it's
What this
good.
man can call himself Slim Fine? What happened to him, man? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that bro, but I feel comfortable I call no man slim man say that's a tug grass blood. Yeah, tuggy, yeah, right. No, yo, tug grass. Yeah man. So that's the energy. So one of them things.
Yeah, I love that the history behind the name is like upful.
Yeah man,
Yeah.
Because that's it man. When a kid smile about life, that's the most beautiful thing. When a kid live and
Yes.
smile about life, it makes you younger. You see you look Andrew? And I mean like fruitful, look, it's good, glowing.
Thank
It
you.
brings that energy, it brings that frequency, that light, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So
And
it's
let me tell
important.
you, me that well. Okay, so I learned that in Canada we call it cartwheels, but in Jamaica they call it bum flick.
Yeah, boom.
Where yeah, kin over and thing. But true said, my bones, my body really no know how to boom yet, so me just a try flick.
Yeah.
So, for the last 2 days I boom flick me I do all about in the yard, a boom flick and a headstand and a run around like some me a picnic.
Yeah.
Yesterday me slide down the stairs on my bottom, my mother look at me like, you all right?
It's you feel joyful. You see that? That's
What?
it. That's the spirit, man. That's the energy. Yeah, man. You feel like a youth. It's good. It's important. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the freedom of the soul, man. You know?
Yes. And then it's like my mother, she catch on because now she start to cook all the little food them from my childhood. Like, you want this? Yeah, man, me need it. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, now
carry
say no,
on.
it's nothing.
No, anything you want, give me with techie. It's all right, me with techie. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's letting that inner child be happy is a big thing.
Yeah.
I tell you, laughter really does. Like, look, me did that when we come down here. This me did
Yeah.
that them line here, then gone.
Shit.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
good.
big thing.
It's very good that you say inner child. It's important because sometimes you have to tap in and because the life we're living sometimes trust me when you can't when you can't find a joy out there. Believe man, if you just take time and just tap in with the inner child, remember who you were. Remember who you were before you even start. I don't know if you smoke or drinking. Sometimes I have this conversation with my bros, kid and wife, people. Oh, Zin, see that? See that now? See that now, Spitfire? yeah. But sometimes, but on some real talk though, on some real talk, big and serious. Sometimes, like you have to take a time, man. For example, like if you blaze every day, sometimes you have to just take all a day or two, man. Blaze, man. Drink, man. You just tap in back in yourself. Because remember when you were a youth, before you start drinking and smoking, and you know, you remember that joy that you used to have just to go outside. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That joy without all of this, without
Yeah.
all of this life, society, and all of this, that vibe, that energy, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
with the alcohol and this and that and sometimes, man, you lost that. The last that you
Mm-hmm.
can't find it. Sometimes it's just that we need. That's the
Yeah.
only thing we need sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
and that's why they have vacation. you know, that's why they have
Yeah.
vacation, man. So you get away, like for real. And
Like
some
I was saying earlier on the show, I was like, listen, I know for me, Jamaica is my healing. I come here to heal. I know that, right? So, I was saying to the viewers, find it doesn't have to be Jamaica, but find the place that brings you healing and make sure you take yourself there at least once a year. You
I
know,
think I saw
at
something
least,
about that. I don't know if I was
yeah.
on your live or I saw a post of you were actually saying something like that. But I was like, that was real
Hmm.
talk. I was actually saying that to myself. I don't know if I saw it live or I saw you post it, but I was
Hmm.
actually,
I think you were waiting to come on. I think when I had
Oh,
said
it
it
was
on
earlier today. Yeah, it was earlier today. Yeah.
earlier today. Yeah, but yeah, you find that place. Big up, Uncle Linny Wagwan. Um, yeah, you find that place. Like for me, it's Jamaica. Any place in Jamaica, I'm good.
Yeah,
But
man.
especially country, like from me a little youth, I
Yeah.
just submitted there.
If you're not,
Can me go country, make me go in a river. You see, no feel right.
if you're not here, that time, man, I hear the goat roasting, man. I hear the cow,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
the cow and the dog, them I have them little party. If you don't hear them,
Yeah.
you're like, wait, oh, I'm
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, man. And you're
Like now,
trying.
you know how they say the cock when him a crow him says something like that's really not can't say coming. No, I'm gonna come out there, come back me and I'm a head top. But I've changed it now. So now I'm like, yo, when the cock a crow, he's like, I'm abundant. I'm like, yeah, man, yeah.
Weird.
So sometimes you hear him, he'll do his code, and I'm like, I'm abundant, right back, yeah, man. I mean,
Oh, that's crazy. Really, Andrew. Yeah, man, that's a life, man. You know?
yeah. So yeah, you got to find the place that makes you heal and go there and get your healing.
Yeah, man, the
It's
serenity, the
important.
solitude is important.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But Tuggras, definitely make sure say you send me the tune where you want me to load up when you release it, so we
Yeah, man,
can do
true,
that
true.
for you. And you're always welcome. Boy, Angie, more company show me for chat. We're
Shit.
there. You were
Yeah, man,
there.
I really full joy the moment. Honestly, I really, had fun conversating. It's a vibe.
Thank you.
Big and
It's
serious.
about.
See? It's a vibe.
Yeah,
For real.
man.
See? So give thanks, all right?
So give thanks, big up yourself, blessings all the time, and we'll talk.
That is it, man. Love and love alone. See? That is it.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
peace. All right, take care.
All
Thanks.
right, look more.
Thanks.
Yes, so that was Tuggras in the Big and Serious podcast. You see. Well, I just made a rhyme. Tuggras in the podcast. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So look out for his album Detour, which will either be dropping on February 11th or February 17th. Big up. Oh, I think I got myself kicked off of the live because of my little showing of the dragon. I wasn't drinking it, but I showed it. So, oops, sorry. May I learn? Still, may I learn? Sorry about that. Um, they get a little bit too uppy, I guess. I got a little bit too uppy over there. So, but that's like, because sometimes we still learn. We're still learning. So I'm drinking water though. It's water. I wasn't drinking the other one. I was just showing it, but I'm drinking water. I saw it go sometimes. Yeah, because we're not promoting nobody for do anything with them, nothing to do. You see it. Um, so in the last 15 minutes of the show, let's go back to talking about undermining a little bit. So, big up Tuggras for coming on the show and for, touching on undermining a little bit with me so we can chat it out a little bit. But yeah, nobody undermine you, right? Don't let anybody undermine. you and undermine your relationships. Make sure somebody come and them a carry business, them a carry news. You make sure say you just take it, you listen to it because you don't want anybody feel like say I ignore them. So go and listen to it, but you have to pick sense out of nonsense, right? Pick sense out of nonsense. And if you can find a way to go back and actually talk about the thing and see if you can resolve it with the person that they're carrying the news about, do it. You'll save yourself a whole heap of headache and heartache, and then we're there. You'll save yourself a whole heap of headache and heartache. Some never did play me little background music, so now I go on. Big up Wheelie Done for my Casamigos exclusive rhythm. So me I go turn it down a little. Oops. Let me turn it back up a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Bring back my little background music. So big up Wheelie Down for my Casamigos background music for the podcast and my two logos. You see the two pretty, don't it? Them look nice, don't it? Yeah. I Wheelie Down designed them for me. So if you are looking for, logos or beats, you're gonna go to the underscore producer underscore Wheelie Don, WHEELIDON on Instagram. Wheelie, look how me remember. What a way I remember. Might be me need to do more flick outside so my brain can regulate and go on. What? Go on good as your brain a brain. The brain a work. I love it. Yeah, and a chicken we a jerk. Lad. But yeah, big and serious. Now, make nobody come undermine your life and then we're there. Like, oh my goodness, TikTok, thank you for all the likes. Wah, and all the shares, all the viewers. Big up on the status. Wah, guan. Everybody nice over there, sir? Give me a hello in the chat. Say hello in the chat. Let me see, say you're all right. You're good? Everybody nice? What are we doing in 2025? We are undermining the underminer. Yeah, man. The bad mind people that want to try bad mind you and try mash up your life, we're going to undermine them. We're going to make them know, say, yo, just raise your frequency a little bit. Raise your frequency a little bit. Raise up your levels there, man. Make we all just, there's a piece of pie for everybody. I might have I have a piece of rum cake. I'm not going to really share it with you, but there is rum cake out there for everybody. There is pie out there for everybody, right? These things are out there. So there's a piece for everyone. So don't let the undermine the underminers, okay? Have the conversations. And sometimes it's difficult conversations, but you have to have them, right? Have those conversations and let's not allow people to plant those seeds of doubt and chaos into our lives. And that is in any relationship, right? Like I said before, in your personal relationship, like with your intimate person, it could be work relationships, whether it's with your boss, your colleagues, or if you're a leader with your team, your staff. It could be with your friends, any type of relationship. It could be like within your family, mother, daughter, or father, son, sister, brother, whatever. Cousins, Don't let people undermine you. Have the conversation. Somebody carry news? Okay. I'm going to have a conversation about it though. Somebody brought news to me one time and I was like, recently, and I was like, okay, but I'm going to go have a conversation, right? I'm going to go talk about it, right? I wouldn't go talk about this and nothing never did go so. Nothing not go so, There's a person really sat down and explained to me, no, Andrew, say XYZ. I mean, say, look out the way how the story was told to me. It never even did go so. Yeah, so you have to make sure, say, you do your research, do your proper research, right? Nobody come file up your thing for you. You're not going to be Chantel Wagwan. Welcome to the building. Drew from the 592. I see you. Welcome to the building. Yeah. Oh, and Avanal says she's an artist from birth. My girl, I'm so sorry. I didn't see the comment after. Yes, artist from birth. Yeah, but big and serious TikTok. Honestly, thank you for Thank you for chilling with me. Me not lie. You know, you really make me feel nice. Like, really make me feel good. Nah lie. So big up yourself over there on TikTok. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate love you. Big up for all the likes and all the shares and all of that. Big up to the YouTube viewers. Thank you for your comments. Twitch, you don't know from birth, from inception. Welcome, welcome. Delightful, you made my day jumping in the chat. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming through. And of course, big up to Tuggras. Did I even thank my guest from last week? Sheldon Lane, big up yourself. And Giovanni, big up yourself. Wheelie, big up yourself. Yeah, I have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. So I will talk about the earrings. You like them? Them nice, don't it? All right, let's see if I can share my screen because I'm always practicing this very crucial skill. Because you see, when we do a thing, we're not do a thing like regular people, right? We do a thing a little bit different, right? So let me see if we can do what I have to do to show you where we get my ears ring them from. Oh my goodness! And as I go on Instagram, locked by Joella. Joella, I need you. It's my loctician. Big up yourself. Big up your status. That's the first post I see on there. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see if my I views. All right, let me come back to see how it looks. Okay, it's a little bit little. Let me see if I can change it up. Hold on. Bear with me, people. I'm going to try a thing. Oh, that looks good, too. Anyway, there's Gotta Shy. Gotta Shy. All right, that's nice. Okay, look on my views, people. My views, don't it? My views. Yeah. So you'll find on the Big and Serious podcast, as we have conversations and as we move forward, might be something comes up and we say, yo, you know what? Maybe we just look it up a little bit and see Wagwan. Let's see if we can find out Wagwan with that. And we'll share the screen and we'll, little viewing things. So these earrings and this bracelet, this is the Eye of Horus bracelet. For burn out bad mind. Can you see that? Hold on. Not lie. It probably looks a little like I don't take it off. So it's in the shower. It was in the sea with me the other day. It was in the river with me. It just did it. So this bracelet, but yeah, reach out to Goddess Shy. She will do custom ones or she'll do ones. She'll sell you something from in her stock. But honestly, amazing, amazing, amazing person and businesswoman. And yeah, our Ting turn up Yazid. So make sure you go over and check her out and buy one, two things. And yeah, man, one day a thing. What else? Don't forget you can, don't forget, oh, wait, hold on. Let's fix this back. All right. Yeah, I like it. Don't forget that you can catch me this coming Monday, 2:00 in the morning for my insomniacs or my nighttime people where work, or you're up late and them we're there. And if you're, tune into CKUT 90.3. Oh, Lord. Roots Rock Reggae radio show. I'm on there at 2 a.m. The show goes from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Big up Singing P, Selector Madman, and Calendar Man, and Brother Cliff. He comes into the studio. He forwards to the studio. Big them up. And I do that. I do the information for the nation at 2 o'clock, and we talk about, just bring some good information and thing to the nation, and might be there's something that you never did know about, and now may I talk to you about it, and now you know about it. That's how I go. Each one teach one. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm some type of expert. I honestly am not. I just research something like, I find something interesting, we'll talk about it. So the last conversation we had was about the different types of goals, 8 different types of goals that you can set. So sitting there trying to instead of sitting there trying oh crap, okay, let me go somewhere else. Instead of sitting there trying to set resolutions, we set goals instead. you know we set goals instead, and we take those movements towards those goals so that we can improve, right? It's CKUT 90.3 out of Montreal. And again, Roots Rock Reggae show is from 1 Roots Rock Reggae show is from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday mornings. Okay, so don't miss it. Stay tuned for New Music Friday. You'll catch that, or you'll find that on my platforms. You can see it on the screen. And also Respect You, where we talk about music from the past. And of course, all the little Antigua shenanigans that go on. Because, there's always the something ever go on. Ever something ever go on, right? So, yeah. So what am I going to say? I'm going to take the time to say in 2025, we are thriving, not surviving, right? All right, wait, Alvin, I'll listen now. Alvin, what you say? Alvin says, "Me said the little time you're there, Jamaica, you sound like you live a country long time. What you mean?" Oh, when me and I'm up there, me left your country still. I mean, wait till me get my blue book. You can't chat to me. Wait till me get my blue book. You can't chat to me after that, baby. I'll be like, good luck. Good luck. No, but really and truly, Jamaica, honestly, big up your status. I love you so much. I love you so much. I feel nice, nah lie. I feel real nice. So look at the little lines them. Watch them go on me out. My daughter, she said the lines them gone. She said, "Mommy, they're gone." Yeah, man, they're gone. Them gone. This is some foolishness. But big and serious. Don't let nobody mess you up. Yeah, don't let nobody mess you up. Do your research. When people carry news to you, do your research. Okay, make sure you do that. If you don't do nothing, make sure you do your research. So me I go burn out the little 7 minutes where I have left to reach 2 hours, because it should be 7 to 9. What did happen? I don't remember what happened. But I was sitting here before 7 o'clock. But I think I just kind of got caught up in all this stuff. Woo, it's podcast day. Woo. So, they get a little messed up, and then next thing you know, you're late, and you never did mean to late. But I think I was only 2 minutes. Yeah, I think it was 2 minutes late. So not so bad. It's not bad. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. So like I said, 2025, we're thriving, okay? So that means we're not surviving. We are not in survival mode. We are in abundance mode. We are trotting to abundance. Adessa we are go. And there's room for everybody to be abundant. So you don't have to look upon my thing and say, why? No, man, you can't have your own thing too, right? And I'll look at your thing and be like, yeah, man, go on. Go on, do your thing. You do want to stay tuned to the big and serious, stay intact, stay, follow or do something so that you don't miss a big and serious podcast, because things are go on. We have some things, I'm not going to talk about them. Coming out gonna really make nobody undermine me. But things are gone. Things are chuckle. The little car chuckle. Still, I'm not gonna call my thing little. The big car, my big heavy truck. A chuckle and a guan down the highway. We're on the autobahn, so we're moving forward. So you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss out on the conversations and if you have any conversations that you want to talk about, or you have an idea for, send me a DM. Don't do it on TikTok. Me not lie. TikTok, your DMs kind of make me a little bit nervous. Me not lie. So you can go over to IG, or send me an email at goodas@ngoodas.com, or Angela@ngoodas.com. And tell me your idea, and we can go and work it out and see what I go on. And maybe you want to come on the podcast to talk about it, because that's definitely an option. This is big and serious, and everybody is big and serious. I mean, everybody's serious, everybody important, everybody have something to say. So if you have something to say, you want to talk about it, holla. Holla at your girl. And we can see what we can do. Right? Have another day I laugh. Yeah, we got 4 minutes left. What else can I say? Drink your tea every day. And don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. So might be you're undermining yourself. I mean, don't do it. No, do it. What you need to do, if you have an idea, you have something you want to do, just do it. Just do it. Trust me, just do it. Maybe the thing that you're fearing, it's not even a thing, baby. It's not even a thing. You see, sometimes we're just so fearful of the unknown that we don't know oh my goodness, I don't know what's gonna happen. You think when me did outside and me did that side, so me I go boom flick, but really me never did do the boom, Me just do a little flick, but me did I try do the boom, and I couldn't really catch the boom, so me do a flick. But me I go make 2025 where me learn off a boom flick, but me just a flick right now, but soon me add the boom and then me I go boom flick, right? But I was scared, yo. I knew I wanted to do it. I knew, I was like, yo, I want to be able to boom flick. I want to be able to, as in Canada we say, do a cartwheel. And I was there for the whole day, just staring at the ground and walking, and I don't know. And then I did it. I didn't, like I said, me just flick. Me never did a boom flick, Me never boom flick. Me just flick. I mean, I go work on the boom, but I did it, and I felt so nice. In my big ripe age, to be able to do that is huge, right? That was huge to me. Thank you for the likes, TikTok. I love you long time. Yeah, that was huge to me, not gonna lie, and I did it, and it felt good. So now that I know I can do it, and look, me never broke my wrist, me never broke my shoulder, me never broke my toe. 2025. By the end of 2025, my goal is to boom flick. And when we do it, now post a video. So yeah, Angie Goodas did do a boom flick in 2025, and she did a nice proper one. And might be she do more than one in a row. She just has spin like a gig. Is it? And a guan. Yeah. And the next goal is to do headstands, the different type. Because you have the type like this, where your hands are like this on the ground, and then you have the type where your arms are like this. Yeah, me I go do. Yeah. Adessa me I go. Adessa me I pre. Yeah, not pre. Sorry, I'm learning. When you pre, I look on the sitting like, you get a little dirty look like. So when I pre it, but me I look on the thing and me I say me I go do it. When I pre it, boy I go do it. When I pre it, we're gonna do it. Yeah, I like it. All right, big and serious. That concludes today's episode. I got 45 seconds left. So thank you to all the viewers. Thank you for all of the power taps and all the taps. It would have been nice to have a couple of gifts, but you don't know. I'm just happy to be here, not lie. So thank you for watching. Big up Tuggras. Thank you for, Tuggras. Go on, do your thing. Look out for his album, like I said. Detour, either dropping on February 11th or February 17th. Look out for that. And we're gonna speak it into being, him getting on some fest. Yeah, I'm off a week, man. I mean. So thank you for passing through and having that amazing conversation with me. Yeah, stay tuned for the commercials for next week's guest and next week's topic. But in the meantime, between time, be safe, be happy. Nobody undermine nobody, nobody bad mind nobody. And if anybody a try bad mind you, yo, talk it out. Yo, me see what you're doing, brethren, and I don't know why you do it, and but we can have a conversation about it because there's no need, there's no reason. Yeah. But big and serious, big up yourself, be safe. I'll see you next week. Bye.